Okay, so I am sitting here thinking, what is the best way to tell you about this quilt? And I just thought, I'm just going to tell it to you as is. Today, I'm going to demonstrate to you how to make my beautiful 6 cuts fat quarter quilt. That's it. You only need 6 cuts, and then you are going to lay it out. This is beautiful for you because you get instant gratification. It's beginner friendly, and your blocks are made very quickly. You get a very modern pattern as well. And I must admit, this really came about very quickly. All right, you are going to use 9 fat quarters, but only making 6 cuts. So let's get started. I can't wait to hear your feedback on this one. Let's get started because it's going to be a really good one. Let's dive into it now. Okay, so I'm laughing because this is probably the 3rd time I'm doing this. When I started to cut from my actual fat quarters, the camera died, and I didn't know that it died. And so I was well into explaining, and when I looked up, the camera is blank. So I don't know exactly when it cut off. So it could have been at the start, it could have been halfway through, it could have been at the end. Nevertheless, I am going to do it again. I have just 1 fat quarter, a Christmas fat quarter I'm going to demonstrate. I do have my sample pieces when I actually was cutting from waste material. No, scraps, that's a proper word. So I will add this in to show you how the block is formed, okay? So just bear that in mind. I have already trimmed the fat quarters up, or fat quarter in this case up. I've already trimmed it to the size that I want, and the pattern will tell you that. So I'm going to start making the cuts now. So this is cut number 1. Make sure you have a really sharp blade in there. That goes without saying. So you're going to take one and put it on top. Make sure you line up properly. Just tease the fabric down. So that's cut 1. This is cut 2. This is a 6 cut fat quarter quilt, okay? This is cut 2. Again, we are going to stack. See the reason why you need a sharp blade? This is cut 3. This is cut 4. This is cut 5. Notice I'm thinking about what I'm doing. I'm not just cutting, I'm literally thinking about it. Cut 5. So not seeing this properly, and I have no light in here, so so much better. My eyes are getting worse. All right, so the last cut now. Perfect. Now I can see what I'm doing. I knew one was off, but I couldn't see it because the fabric's white. Okay, here we go. There you go. Much better. So this is the last cut, and this is cut number 6. All right, so let me show you how the layout is. So you should have 3 stacks: rectangle, squares, and smaller squares. So I'm going to bring in my sample and show you. So we're going to start off with the bigger squares in the middle. I'm just making sure you can see. Hopefully that's better. Right, we're going to start off with the bigger squares in the middle, and then, so what I did was arrange them in lights and darks. So I'm going to put my 2 lights there. I mean, if it's a fat quarter that comes in that sort of color scheme, is up to you to use it that way. But if not, either way it's fine. The pattern gives you a woven result, so it still weaves in and out. So that's the first one there. Now I'm going to start with this one, and then with the light, and then that way, and then that way. I may have to move this up a bit actually, because it's what happened, the block comes up really big. So effectively what happens is that the block comes back to the size of more or less the fat quarter. So you get a huge block very quickly, and you get to make your actual block itself quite quickly also. So once you've laid it out and you're happy with your orientation, you just simply go ahead and start building, or sewing I should say, piecing your block. Now I'm going to add in this particular one here as well, because it is, you will have a mixture of colors, won't you? Okay, so again my camera died. I don't think my camera is working very well. It's not holding its charge at all. Anyway, I'm using my phone. So this is the layout of the block. So you can see how it actually forms. So you have your small block, and all the blocks equate to the same size. All right, so I'm going to move over now to the actual fat quarter bundle that I was actually using. Right, here is the original bundle of fat quarters. This is a vintage bundle here, and I am using 9 fat quarters, as I stated earlier. As you can see, laying out comes about very quickly, and here I'm demonstrating to you that I laid mine out using opposites. So lights, opposite, dark, opposites. I'm pointing out that some I placed incorrectly. So when you do yours, if you decide to make the pattern, just double check that. I mean, you do not have to do that. That is just the way I laid mine out, because there was some lights within the whole vintage bundle. However, if you choose to use collective in terms of whether you lay them out, it doesn't matter. It will get sort of a, scrappy appearance to it. So here I've laid them. So what I did is I laid them out, then I stitched it together because stitching was extremely, extremely quickly. Now, as I said, all of the sides equate. And so the chain piecing was very, very quickly as well. Chain piecing, organize the block, keep it on the chain, and that way you don't get it mixed up or you don't twist around. Now here's all of the 9 blocks laid out, and you can see that pattern repeating itself over and over, giving you that sort of modern look to it. And they're not stitched, but I've stitched them into rows here, and you can see how it actually comes about very easily. All right, so let's go have a look at the final piece. If you're tired of complicated patterns with endless cutting and piles of pieces of fabric everywhere, and your hands get all crampy and tired and your grip is not there anymore, well, meet my instant pleasing gratification 6 cut fat quarter quilt. This pattern is designed for you if you have those issues. This pattern will bring you instant results, easy piecing, and it gives you a very beautiful, stunning modern quilt that looks more complex, more complicated than it actually really is. It's perfect for beginners. It's a last minute gift if you're running waste of time, or for seasoned quilters who just want to crave something that's satisfying and quick, or just to try my pattern out and see what it actually feels like. This quilt will give you all of those pleasing effects. It's a very beautiful quilt. I have used a vintage bundle and I just love the way it's turned out. The tones are just subtle and soft and gentle, and it will go with any decor on any bed, on any throne. I have used 9 fat quarters. You can use 12. You can add any amount that you want and make a bed quilt so easily. Imagine this on a king size bed, queen size bed, how much more beautiful it's actually going to look. At the back, I have used checkered because I want the squares to tie in with the front of the actual quilt itself. And I think it complements together very nicely. As I said, this is a quilt that can be used anywhere. And if you're looking for something like this, I would definitely say try the vintage patterns. Try those subtle soft tones. And here I've given you the back in full view so you can actually see what it looks like. I just love the modern touch behind it there. And I've used just that meandering quilting to use up the quilt. And this sort of quilting makes it soft. Straight line quilting will also be used here as well. Again, you can use all those lines at the front of the quilt to help you quilt it so much more easier. Pattern is also very much useful for that. So you can see how beautiful it looks here in my space. Well, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And also give the video a hype and share. I really appreciate when you actually do that because that helps other people to see the video again. So I just think this quilt is so gorgeous looking at it here. Well, guys, I really hope that you've earned something from this. And again, if you'd like to make it, you know where the details are. So hype the video, share, and leave me a comment, as I said, as I look forward to hearing from you. And please don't forget, if you have any issues or a question that you'd like to get answered, or you want some help with your quilting, by all means, leave me a message in the description box down below because I read every single thing that you say to me, and I will definitely make a video to respond to you. And I love doing that because it makes me interact with you so much more than just simply talking to the camera. So definitely leave a message for me if you would like me to make a video on the topic that you are having any problems with. It doesn't matter. I will do my best. All right then, see you in the next one. And again, hype that video. Bye guys.